That's really the word that we want to get out. We want people to just be mindful. Such as this time of year we talk about flu. COVID is the same way. It's out there. It tends to be milder. So what we want is we want to get test kits into people's hands. So if they have sniffles, if they have a little cold, they have this on hand to test. If you don't have these, you're going to just assume that it's probably a cold, just sniffles, until you either get really sick or somebody else that you know says, oh, by the way, I tested positive. But if you have that in your closet, you'll say, well, you know, what the heck, I might as well, you know, test myself. So we have a lot of these at the town hall. We were given a lot from the state. They have extended expiration rates. Anybody can come and get them, you know, for their household. They can, we're giving them out at the town hall on a table out in the lobby when we have volunteers available, but they can come to the Board of Health and we'd be happy to give them kits, you know, come often, you know. We have a lot there for people to use. And we answer questions. They can always call the Board of Health if they have any questions about their results or symptoms or follow-up.
I've had my flu shot. That's a good
Excellent.
thing. I had the 2 doses of Pfizer when they were first
Yes.
being given. I get the booster. From what I read, rather than get the Pfizer, I get the Moderna booster. When should I get that 4th one?
So what they have now is what they call a bivalent COVID vaccine. And the reason why is it has 2 components. It has the original COVID vaccine that we saw, the Alpha back in 2020, and then it has the Omicron, which we're seeing now. So the thought is that will give us more protection from that. You can get it almost any time. They're not specifying a time frame difference. So if it's been a month or 2 since you got your last booster, you can certainly get it. If you've had COVID disease, if you actually had COVID, you probably want to wait at least probably a month. They're saying that after a month you can get reinfected by COVID. We don't have the 3 months grace that we had originally way back in 2020. So after a month, it's a good idea to get that bivalent vaccine.
And now is the time to get flu shots, right?
Yep, now is the time. You know, we're starting in the season. There's a concern it might be a severe season, but it's so hard to tell. You know, we have to wait to see. We really haven't had any reported cases. So, but I'd encourage people, if they get it now, we'll give them protection as we go into the holiday season.